Hi there. T.E. Lawrence, Seven Pillars of Wisdom. Now, this fantastically beautiful copy from the Folio Society has just the most glorious cover. Seven Pillars of Wisdom. A Triumph. Foreword by Wilfred Thieger. Introduction by Michael Asher. The London Folio Society, 2000. Seven Pillars of Wisdom was first published in 1935 by Jonathan Cape in Great Britain and by Doubleday and Company, Inc. in the USA. The introductory chapter, which is suppressed for the 1926 privately printed subscribers edition, and the 1935 edition, was first published in a collection of T.E. Lawrence's miscellaneous writings, titled Oriental Assembly, edited by A.W. Lawrence's, Williams and Norgate Limited, 1939. Both texts are reprinted here by arrangement with Seven Pillars of Wisdom Trust and the Doubleday Broadway Publishing Group, a division of Random House Incorporated. And this excerpt from the foreword. T.E. Lawrence has an established place in British history. His exploits have the dramatic quality that ensures lasting fame. In 1927, when I was at Eton, I read Revolt in the Desert, Lawrence's popular abridgment of Seven Pillars of Wisdom. Until then, I had been absorbed with Abyssinia and the Sudan. But after that, I became increasingly fascinated by Arabia. As an undergraduate of Magdalen College, Oxford, I visited John Buchan several times at nearby Elsfield Manor. Lawrence was a friend of Buchan's, and I had always hoped to meet him at Elsfield during one of his fleeting visits. Indeed, there was no one I would have been more interested to meet. After I had joined the Sudan Political Service in 1935, my mother sent me to the first trade edition of Seven Pillars of Wisdom, published by Jonathan Cape. I wrote to her on 16 September from Khartoum in northern Darfur. I was delighted with the Seven Pillars. I have always wanted to read it, but never expected to have a copy. It will occupy my leisure hours for weeks to come. Years later, I acquired a magnificent copy of the rare 1926 privately printed edition of Seven Pillars, which became the pride of my library. No other book has a more profound influence upon my life, or has meant more to me. That's Wilfred Thesiger, April 2000. The story I have to tell, wrote T.E. Lawrence to a friend shortly after the end of the First World War, is one of the most splendid ever given to a man for telling. It was no overstatement, for the epic tale Lawrence unfolds in Seven Pillars of Wisdom has a messianic quality that is deeply satisfying to the human psyche. It is the story of a stranger from far-off world who arrives amongst an oppressed people, adopts their ways as if born to them, fashions them after his own image, and then helps to lead the people to freedom against terrible odds, only to be cast off and betrayed in victory's final hour. Lawrence has become an archetype of the 20th century hero, the outsider who has the traditional heroic skills, yet is at odds with the establishment. T.E. Lawrence, The Seven Pillars of Wisdom, recreated by the Folio Society in this very beautiful cover and publication. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.